Hi Gemini, I'm Anisha. You can write to me at tarotbyanisha@gmail.com. You can also visit my website www.tarotbyanisha.com. And this is your monthly forecast for March 2015. Gemini, this is a very important month for you. We have the final square off that is happening between Uranus and Pluto, and that is happening in the mid of March, around the 16th of March. Now the entire transformation that you have been going through for the last 2.5 years, and for you it's focusing on groups of people. It speaks about dealing with foreign partners. It speaks about some amount of travel and higher learning as well. And all this could have come to surface, and Pluto would have brought them, all the issues regarding these particular areas would have brought them out to surface for you to be sorting them out. So the transformation, which has to do with how it is that you deal with whether it is peer pressure, how it is that you behave, or the entire acceptance bit of it, that the need to be a part of a group seems to have been quite important to a lot of you. And in the last 3 years, I think it would have more it would have got more accentuated. So whether it has to do with spending a lot of time with extended family, or being accepted, or doing the right things, or so that you are accepted or you're seen in a certain light. Similarly at work, there could have been this pressure to and it may not have been really an aggressive and a direct pressure. There could have been sort of a subtle pressure, but you may have been wanting to be a part of the herd, and you could have been striving to be doing the right thing so that you are accepted, and people accept you more eagerly into their groups, agree with what you're saying. So something this could have been of quite a bit of importance in the last couple of years. And now with Uranus bringing about its unpredictability, that speaks about people really coming in and out of your life. You could be feeling that certain friendships have done their bit, and you no longer need to be really not just nice, but I think at times you have been too polite, or you have generally been wanting to be nice. I think Geminians, for you, it's the focus has been a constant need to be a part of a group where people like you, people listen to what you have to say. And this could have been quite an inherent key in every time that you chose your group. So the group of people that you hang around, you could have been doing a lot of things together. Maybe you could have been traveling together in group with friends. You could have been really stepping up the game as far as relationships within friendships are concerned. And now I think with the culmination, you could be looking at these certain groups of people, friendships that are there with some amount of clarity, wherein that you could be thinking that you have been going an extra mile to be the friend that you want to be, but it has not got reciprocated. So there could be this sense of that, maybe I don't think I need to be a part of this group in order to be accepted. And along with this transformation, Pluto also has shed light on a lot of dark areas which have needed work. And this it speaks about self-worth. It speaks about how it is that you look at yourself, and how it is that you value yourself and you see yourself through others' eyes. So the lesson for you in the entire 2.5 years has been really to be valuing yourself for who you are, what you have become on your own metal. This tendency to maybe look at yourself through people's eyes, and I'm a nice person because my closest friend thinks, and I'm expected to be in a certain way, so I do all the right things. So the expectations of constantly pressing the right buttons is something that you have been doing involuntarily. And this is something, I think, with the culmination of the Pluto and Uranus square, is something that is going to make you want to rebel and say, I don't want it. I'm quite happy being not a part, or maybe I should not be a part of a certain group. And this is also a time wherein that you will be undoing a lot of conditioning, and it could be that you have seen a parent or your parents being socially behaving in a similar way socially. Maybe your parents are always eager to please everybody. They are always eager to be doing the right things, and maybe for some of you, your parents have always it's always been important as to what is it that the society thinks about them, or where it is that they stand in the society, and how it is that people, their friends, view them. So all these outwardly things which are important, this could have you could have been seeing it since you were small, since you were a child, and this conditioning could have been extremely strong. Hence the need in you for wanting to please others and wanting to be on the right side, then avoiding confrontation. Now with a Pluto and Uranus square off, I think a lot of you have had the opportunity to undo a lot of these patterns, and that's what Pluto does, unlike a Saturn, wherein Saturn keeps putting you in situations wherein that you are forced to acknowledge your mistakes. You are given ample number of opportunities to redo. With Pluto, it just sort of digs deep into the roots, and it just brings out the ugly bit in front of you, and it tells you that here, this is what the skeletons look like, or this is what is the the stuff that is making you uncomfortable. This is what it looks like, and you are forced to confront it. You're forced to resolve it. With a Pluto, you cannot sort of turn your head away and say, I don't want to do it, and maybe later, and I'll think about it, and I don't want to avoid it. So Pluto would have done that for you, and I think for those of you who have taken the opportunity to let go of this entire garb of what makes me happy, because an XYZ thinks I should be doing things in a certain way, because there's a society that is watching me, how I should be behaving, whether I'm a great co-worker, I'm this ideal person people are dying to work with, I'm this ideal daughter, I'm this ideal daughter-in-law, this ideal wife, mother, this constant, and friend, importantly, how I would go an extra mile to be a friend like that. And all this would have been a lot of focus, and you could have been spending a lot of time doing these things as well, spending a lot of time with family, with extended family, with friends, taking trips off. And now I think this entire thing, it would be coming to focus. You could be coming to a realization that, do I really need it? Do I need all the entire entourage around me, with wherein that you could be feeling slightly shortchanged, that your friends are not willing to walk that extra mile for you as you have been walking the extra mile for them. So some food for thought and some amount of transformation, Gemini, for those of you who have been working on these. Now there is also a kind of a fight for for the future, for things. There's sort of private battles that you could be fighting, to whether it is to preserve, whether it is to carve out a new life for yourself, a new you, on things that no longer matter, that don't serve any purpose in your life. Mars and Venus are going to be pushing Uranus, and during this time you would prefer to lead rather than follow. You will be feeling quite confident, you will be feeling quite inspired, and you would choose to be the person who's sort of making the rules rather than someone who is following the rules. And this may also have to do with your business partnerships. There could be some amount of a power struggle that could have been going on with you as far as your work, as far as your business is concerned, wherein that you feel that you need to be having more of a say, and you need to be having more of a control time, wherein your ideas could come to public view, and you will be able to, people will be giving you a lot of importance. They will be paying attention to what you have to say. They will be you will be able to influence people, large groups of people, through your speech, through your communication. So for those of you who have important pitches, presentations to be made, use this time to communicate. It's really a time wherein that you're going to be taking a position of authority, wherein that you're going to be speaking from a place of authority, wherein that you will be demanding a lot of attention on what it is that you want to say, and there could be a lot of highlight on you as well as to where your thoughts, your ideas, your presentations, your plans, your strategies regarding a certain maybe particular thing that you are dealing with. The thing about Pluto and Uranus square is that you should avoid any knee-jerk reactions. So during this, and even though, like I mentioned, the culmination of it finishes off in mid-March, there's an entire effect that lingers in entire March. So you have to be careful about that you are less reactionary, and you're more you're more calm when you're reverting to people, when you're giving sharing your thoughts, your ideas when you're talking. So try not to sort of be in this knee-jerk reactionary mode that the moment someone says something you don't like it and you just lash out. So that and the focus is, like we covered, has to do around your business partners. It has to do with your work. Also, to a certain extent, I would say friendships at large, groups of friends. So you need to be having the confidence of letting go of certain friendships, groups of friends which have not really been doing much for you. As far as your work is concerned, you really need to be, while you would have, for some of you, you would be feeling that you have finally sort of found your space, you found your standing, you're able to channelize all the all the strategies and plans and put together everything in place, and you're in this place of authority. But watch your speech. Try not to sort of get swayed by the heat of the moment. A lovely month for you, Geminians, and the Pluto Uranus square is something that we have all been waiting for the last couple of years. Have a great month and have a brilliant start to the newer life that you're reaching out for. I'll see you soon, and thank you so much for watching.